Again!
Hey, you guys, welcome back to JLerone Presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female effery. Today's video is going to be Pink Book Lessons, where she talks about Shaq's ex-wife, Shaquille O'Neal, and how her confession of how she wasn't in love with him all these years, you know what I'm saying, is kind of exposing these women for who they really are, you know what I'm saying? So y'all, let's go ahead and get into this video. Please, if you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow, all right? So, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Fair use, fair use.
Ladies, this next one's not going good for the ladies.
That's Fat Joe speaking on Shaq's ex-wife's recent comments about him. And no, it's not looking good for the gold diggers, trifling 304s, the manipulative modern women. No, it's not looking good for them. And it's really exposing the true nature of most of the women these men will encounter. And if these younger guys are smart, or at least observant, they could really learn a lot from this.
Why, Joe? Because this guy have a trickle-down effect with all the young NBA players.
As it should. None of these younger guys in 2024 should be falling for the same tricks from the 90s and early 2000s. You have way too many case studies to look at, and they all end the same way.
We can learn from this.
Yep, you got, what, P.J. Washington, Zion Williamson. You got plenty of them, man. A lot of these guys, these new cats, man, I don't know why they keep falling for these women and these traps.
So Shaquille O'Neal's former wife, mother of like 5-6 kids.
And that stat right there is the one that the manipulative feminists, they love to hang on. They love to say, oh, she had all these kids from him. She had 5 kids, one before she even met Shaq. And the crazy thing is, Shaq was so intentional about keeping a clean image and reputation for her that for the longest, nobody even knew the first child wasn't even his. They also didn't know the trifling story of how they really got together. But the feminists and the misandrists, they always bring up that point to say, oh, she sacrificed so much for his children, when she really sacrificed giving birth for her own selfish reasons. Every last child that she had with him, she was doing what they teach the younger 304s to do now. She was securing the bag. Each child ended up being her security blanket when she filed for divorce and left him. She got a check for each one. That's why she was racking up all those kids. Because from her own admission, she never loved them. So what else was it for? So no, the days of Shaunie getting all this credit, those days are over. That lie now, it's been debunked. Shaunie can no longer get credit for setting up that retirement plan.
It's all about that money. Had all them kids just to get paid.
He put her on, gave her the TV show, got her businesses, says she never loved him. This is tough. If I'm Shaquille O'Neal, this is a dagger. This hurts. Even though we seen him with a 21-year-old just recently diving off the coast of Malfi, you know, off a yacht with a bad chick. It hurts. The mother of your child. The woman took half your money. You gave her a business. She started a whole TV show, Basketball Wives, but never loved them. Ladies, this is horrible. And this is a trickle-down effect. Meaning the young basketball players, they taking notes.
Well, they better be, because they're risking even more in 2024 than they did in 2004. Yeah, they have even more to lose now than they did 20 years ago. So they better be taking notes. I don't know why any of them at this point will be getting married or having children. All of it is a setup. All of it is a gotcha. And at the end of the day, you'll get nothing from it. They love to say,
yeah, they better start paying attention. I don't know. I mean, all these years go by, man. It's like they still get caught up in the same traps. It's like they're not listening. These young guys, they get that money and it goes to their head, and they don't think that these old cats telling them how it really is out there. They don't want to hear it. They think they know everything.
what about your legacy? You have to have a legacy. Listen, by the time they're done with you in divorce court, by the time they're done with you in child support court, by the time they're done with the parental alienation games, you won't have a legacy. I mean, look at Gary Owens.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying I did everything right.
Right.
At all. I'm not innocent here.
Right.
But I'm not ever gonna, I think she knows all my indiscretions. I know hers. So I don't think it's gonna do anybody good for me to like try to trash her.
Right.
And talk
No.
Talk about things she did.
No.
But no, neither of us was perfect in the marriage.
Right.
Like, we can go into a litany of reasons.
Right.
We did our job as parents. But to see how it's just crashed and burned since the divorce, and this is all since the divorce.
Do you believe she played a role in the divide with your kids?
I'll say, I'll take the blame because I didn't ensure that my relationship with them was so strong that no matter what anybody said to them, they could be like, nah, my dad's good. So, you know, I was gone a lot.
Right.
I'm on the road.
Right.
And that's part of the deal. But man, I really don't know. I don't want to throw stones and stuff I
Without
don't know. I don't know if she's at the house saying your dad ain't I don't know. I mean, I do know blasting me on social media didn't help.
Yeah, what legacy? Haven't seen his kids in 3.5 years.
I just want to point out, you know, it's how you see how Gary Owens talks about his ex-wife, even though she might have did some foul shit like blasting him on social media, he's being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? He's being a gentleman. He's not talking crazy about her. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how relationships can end, and like he said, both of them were at fault. He ain't blaming her. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying both of us were at fault. We both, you know, it's our faults, right? But he's not just going in and saying that I didn't do nothing. It was all on her, you know. But we know a lot of women don't take accountability like that. We know a lot of women will try to make themselves the victim, right? And try to throw everything on the man, like they had nothing to do with it, like the women had nothing to do with it. It's a lot of women out here, man, who will not take accountability for their BS in relationships ending. They'll always try to throw it on the man, and they will always try to play like they had nothing to do with it. They was just minding their business, and all of a sudden shit just went downhill. You know what I mean? But let's keep it moving.
After this divorce from their bitter mother, who I have to say was successful at turning the kids against him. Doesn't matter that he also took her son in from a previous relationship and adopted him too.
Damn.
Did the same thing Shaq did. You don't get any brownie points.
Wow. But like they say, if we don't do it, we ain't a real man. But when men do take on y'all kids, look at what happened. Look at what happens. But then y'all get mad when guys say they don't want to be stepdads.
For being a sucker and a simp. Listen to these Jezebels if you want to. There's no real honor in that. They're showing you right now. You could raise them, pay for everything for them, private school, the best neighborhoods. And a bitter woman can still ruin the relationship between you and your children. It won't be a legacy when she's done with you because she's going to destroy everything.
You see what's going on? Damn. Should I really wife this girl? She might just take half and tell me she never loved me. And so it's really, really crazy. The statement, I was very, very disappointed. And so I'm telling women, come on now. Y'all keep fucking around, I'm gonna have to sit Keith Sweat on y'all. You seen Keith Sweat with them dance moves, man. Keith Sweat with them dance moves. I don't know, a new husband's a pastor. He looks a little weird to me. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So, when people look weird to me, something always comes out in the rinse.
You know, what's weird to me is his pastor sitting up here watching.
Like Corey Holcomb would say, he on the back door of your side of the game. Corey would definitely say he on the back door of your side of the game, man. But he's right. A lot of times these pastors, you know, the shit, like he said, the shit will come out in the wash.
Nigga, you gay.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Watching his wife talk about her husband. It's not a good look. And then having this woman as the example for the other women and girls in your church to follow as a so-called first lady, that's just crazy. I think at this point, both of them are using O'Neal to garner attention for themselves. The pastor is up here trying to take the spot as the top mega church guy. TD Jakes ran away and got his daughter in charge of the church now. Pastor Gray have to buy his wife a new Lamborghini.
TD Jakes went hiding. All that shit that came out with Diddy. TD said, "Fuck it, I'm finna go chill out for a minute."
Every time the congregation get word of a new side chick, I mean, the church is obviously a mess right now. And Pastor Keon is low-key coming off as just another pork chop pulpit pimp. They're both pimping on Shaq's name. While Shaq is more concerned with taking his frustration out on Shannon Sharpe, I see Shaq's got all the smoke for Shannon. But this woman humiliated this guy in front of millions. Everybody saw this. All of this after he gave her millions. All of this after he changed her life forever. All of this after he adopted her son. She wrote it down in black and white in a book where it's going to live forever. All for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grands to see. The guys who are smart enough not to go down this path, 2 times for you, because Shaq's not the only one. It's a lot of men out there, especially in sports, that don't have much experience dealing with these vultures. And they really believe these girls want them when they're just looking at half their wealth. They're just looking at a monthly child support check. For most of them, these kids will not be their legacy. They'll end up being just like the liability that you chose to have them with. And I have to say, Fat Joe is right about this being a bad look for women, especially the ones complaining about how the athletes are dating women outside their race and how these women only want them for money. Oh yeah, they just want their money just like you? That's what you're saying? I've been saying this for the longest. When black women make that argument, it's not because they're a better woman. It's all about these 304s being jealous of each other. They're mad they can't get in close proximity to these guys to even be able to destroy them. Because you better believe it, all of these 304s are in competition. Let me know what you think about this below. Special thank you.
But yeah, that's it on that, man. But yeah, I'm tired of y'all talking about Shay Shay. Y'all need to leave Shannon alone, man. Shannon be catching strays left and right. Every time something come out, everybody got something to say about Shannon. Man, Shannon just doing his thing. Every time you turn around, somebody going in on Shannon Sharpe. Or they don't like something he said, or they don't like what a guest said. Man, Shannon ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Shannon just let him come on. He asked him a couple of questions, and he just let him riff. That's it. But you guys, let me know what y'all think about this, man. Drop some comments down below. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. You guys, please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
Ain't no good men, but these bitches stay pregnant. Ain't no good men, but these bitches stay pregnant. Ain't no good men, but these bitches stay pregnant. Yeah. You let them hit it raw, now you like that. You ain't had second thoughts, now you like that. Now you a single mom, I hope you like that. Last time I checked, you got 2 kids with 2 baby dads. I get more love from the bros than I get from my siblings. I get more love from these hoes than I get from my sister. Yeah, that's fucked up, so I roll and I inhale my feelings. I ain't fighting, that's a no, but these diamonds be hitting. Ain't no fist fights, all this weaponry. Check your tone before you check on me. Food stamps, but you addressing me. Last time I checked, you got 2 kids with 2 baby dads. Ain't you single, bitch? Girl, get off the internet and go and find your baby father. Front camera crying, add music, and you posting it?
Again!
Y'all be safe out there, all right? Peace out.